On drum and bass and looking in some touching techniques, stuff that I can't really find online or just my versions. First thing I'm going to look at is aiming, like the working with an aiming break. This is a break I've just thrown into Logic. And you just have a listen to it. It's also got a little bit on the end, another bar, just like a little tail off. But for now, I'm not going to worry about that. Just going to look on the main break, which is here. So drag that along. So yeah, you're gonna listen to it. You've got obviously your kicks, snares, and like shuffly breaks. But to obviously EQ all these differently, you're gonna want them on separate channels. So if you get your cut tool on as your second tool and hold Alt and Command, it basically will cut in divisions of the first cut you do. So then that's cut. So make another two channels, and then select all these, which are all the shuffle parts. Pop them down there, and then do the same with your snares, and then put them on another channel. Just check you've got them all in the right place. Which is fine. Snares, fine, and the shuffles. What you're gonna do is, because when you cut in Logic, it gives you like audio spikes sometimes. So if you highlight it all and come over here, put like a little fade in, maybe 6 milliseconds, about the same out. So you've got the break running. You can now get into your mixer and start EQing them separately. So bring up the kick, put the analyzer on. So if you're looking at it, you want a bit more in your 500 and take away some low end. And I'm just going to put an overdrive on it with the drive 0 and turn it full 20k. I'll bring it down a bit. Might even put a little peak at 100. Putting a peak around here just to boost the main punch of the kick. You know, without and with. Did snare. It's got a lot of low end. That's probably coming from a kick, so we can pretty much remove that. Put it on like a 6 dB or something, or a 12. Boost a bit at 1k. Take out a little bit here, the harshness. I'm going to put the same overdrive on the snare. Bring it down a bit. And you got the shuffle. Looking at that, obviously it's got a lot of low end again, so we can take this out probably a bit further than the snare. And see this little dip here, I'm going to try and flatten out a bit. So there. I'm just going to pop this on as well, just so it's all sounds as one now, because it sounds too too much difference between the kick and snare. You still want it to sound like one break, even though they're on different channels. And obviously, yeah, bring that down again. Probably put it down the same as the snare. So 7. Okay. So after that, I want to start adding extra elements. First thing I want to pop in will be a ride. So it's going to pop that in. Just check it's cut in the right place. Pop these in on the 8th notes. Obviously it's really loud, so you can bring that down a bit in the mix. If you notice, because it's not so straight compared to the shuffles that have been affected by a kit, it's too straight, if you know what I mean. It's too. So what we want to do is want to side chain this with your kick and snares, so you get the same kind of groove that you would get with the shuffles. That's more like how a live player would do it anyway. So set up another channel, name it side chain. Turn the output off, just to no output, and then I'm going to copy the kick and snare, but I'm just going to do a simple pattern. I'm not going to have that extra kick at the beginning, just standard pattern. Put them there as well. So obviously if you play that, you don't hear anything. Then on this ride, I'm going to put on a compressor. Just going to use a C1 compressor in the waves, but you can do it in standard Logic. The sidechain option over here, select the audio 5, which is obviously sidechain, and then put a ratio of about 2 or something just to start with. Bring the compression down, the threshold. You can hear it dipping, and then it's just the higher the ratio, the more aggressive it is. And obviously in the threshold, like, however low that is. Look at the speed and attack, but for now the sound, it's not that big a problem. Let's bring it down here so it's not peaking. And bring it down a little bit, and then just listen. But as opposed to that, too straight. Okay, I'm just going to take some of those out of it as well. The next thing I want to put in it is just a standard hi-hat. Look for one. That'll do. So I'm going to pop this on the 16th notes. Just copy and paste them by, obviously, probably know that, just by Alt and drag. I'll just bring that down, it's not so loud. First thing I'm going to do is top end is a bit painful, so take out that, maybe put another little 12 dB, about maybe about 13, just take a bit lower, yeah, right there, just take the harshness off. And then take out some of this low rumble you don't really need. And then just have a listen to it in the break. Bring it down a bit. Keep it without. Sounds good. So obviously you've got them. I want to increase the effects of these shuffles, but not just by turning them up. So when you search shuffle, I've got a hi-hat break I made. Shuffle hats. Sampled. So I'm just going to cut these and replace it where the shuffles are. Because obviously there's slightly different timings because they're quite live. It's going to add more characteristic to the break. Obviously not just sound like the break just cut up originally and just put in place. Sounded more original. So solo this. Take those out again. There's not a lot because I've made this already, so I might just boost a bit of this 2K here. It's going to be really loud, so I'll bring it down. I'm going to put it on mono as well, because it's a lot of stereo image. I don't really want that on this for your drums. If you're playing it out in a club, phasing issues. So now it's going to bring everything down. Turn over. Down it. Shuffly break. So what I do personally is select it all and then control click and bounce in place. Call it anything or it's left the same, and then you should just get the break on one channel. look at this. And then another technique you can do, because obviously drum and bass now, the kick and snares are so loud in comparison to the live break. Even that's still quite loud, but you can put this C1 compressor on again. What I'm doing is up here. Put the ratio negative. So instead of it turning down the loud peaks, it's turning them up. And start bringing this in a bit. Accent something a lot there. Back up. Bad enough. Bring the threshold. So it's with it. Without. Okay, and then you're gonna cut up again. Same technique. Do your fades again. So let's pop these to 6 or whatever you feel best for the break. Just delete that a little bit. And then right click again and convert it to a new sampler track. And then obviously you've got it just on your sample playing in stems. You get up and down your keyboard. Obviously you can use all the filters here. Put them in fat mode if you want, pitch it. Whatever you want just to get that right sound for whatever break or tune you're using. I'm going to try and upload a few videos, probably once a week, on different techniques. So if anything you want me to cover, just leave a comment below or mail me, and yeah, I'll go through it. Peace.